Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the three major US indexes. But just before I start today's video, anyone who's interested in joining my Signal group, then make sure you visit my website, dailymarketmovements.com. The website link is in the description of today's video. S&P 500 currently trading at 5,128. It's been a very volatile trading session today. We were initially up over 1%, trading at a new all-time high of around 5,190 before reversing course, and we currently find ourselves trading at 5,131. That being said, there hasn't really been too much technical damage done here today. We're still trading very healthily within this uptrend, and this isn't really a catalyst that would make you want to go short here and to suspect that anything larger than today's decline of 0.5% is going to become anything larger. I want to make that very clear. But of course, we've come a very long way in a very short period of time, and ultimately we are going to have some sort of digestion consolidation phase, and it could very well be that happens over the next month or so. S&P currently trading at 5,130. I wouldn't be surprised if we did fall a little bit lower here, down to maybe, let's say, 5,080. Moving over to a Nasdaq100 down 1%. We were trading all the way up at 18,400, a new high here. Again, we're still trading very healthy within this uptrend here for the Nasdaq100. We could potentially fall a little bit further. We could even break this trend and then go down towards the 0.236 Fibonacci, which sits around 17,100. Let's see what happens over the next month or so. And then finally, just moving over to a DowJones30, not so much movement here, pretty much flat on the day. If I just take you to a dollar continues to decline, but we are now in oversold readings. This is the 4-hour chart. If I just take you to the one-day chart, the RSI reading is approaching the oversold territory of 30. So it might be that we get a temporary bounce in the US dollar, and that could potentially be a temporary headwind for the US equity market. And then finally, if we just go over to a 10-year bond yield, again, we continue to fall here. But again, on the 4-hour chart, we are approaching oversold territory. If I take you to the daily chart, we still could potentially fall a little bit further. But again, we do have potentially a catalyst for a minor bounce here in both the 10-year bond yields as well as the US dollar, which could potentially act as a headwind for US equities. I want to make it very clear that we're seeing some very big stocks here, especially like the likes of Nvidia, for example. That's down 5% today. Microsoft is down 1%. We have Apple that's trading higher today, but we did have an RSI reading of 22, and that's lost 16% over the past couple of weeks. So we are starting to see some very big stocks decline rather heavily. We've got AMD down 2% here, but we have got other stocks like PayPal, for example, which is up 1.5%. Also, Super Microcomputers, that's down 5%. So a lot of the stocks that have been working so far year to date are starting to sell off quite heavily here. We're having some mean reversion, however, in stocks that haven't worked so well. Stocks like PayPal, for example, the equal weighted S&P 500 is seeing a bid during today's trading session. I think that's important to understand. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Don't forget, if you want to join my trading signal group, then make sure you visit dailymarketmovements.com. The website link is in the description of today's video. Thank you very much, and I look forward to welcoming you all over on Telegram.